My bad. I was just I was thinking about this one girl I dated. We got along great. Everything was fine. And I remember we had this talk, and it was the serious conversation when I knew, like, all right, I'm gonna take this very seriously. And she told me how every man in her entire life had cheated on her. And she told me a story about one of the guys she dated secretly married one of her close relatives, and they were married for a whole year, and she found out. And all of this abuse that these guys had done and drilled into her head. And I told her, I said, you know what? I don't know what can happen in the future, but one thing I do have control over is that if we don't make it, one thing you will never be able to say again for the rest of your life, you'll never be able to say that every man has cheated on you. We had one single problem in our relationship, and that one problem was she kept going through my shit. She kept, the first time she went through my shit, I found the old iPhone. I'm like, oh, I got two iPhones now. I put all my stuff in, and I'm like, I'll just use this for my apps and just move it to the TV or whatever. It's just a second phone, whatever. And she was at my place. I couldn't find my iPhone. You see, my original iPhone I had been at her place, so it hooks up to her Wi-Fi. So she knew if she took this iPhone that I found and went to her place, it's gonna connect to the Wi-Fi. She see everything I did. And she saw everything I did. And then she come back and she talked to me, and she finds nothing inside. She was crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? She was like, cause you're gonna break up with me. And then I thought about that conversation, that every man had done this and the mental toll it took on her. So I'm gonna let this slide. And it became a running theme of going through my shit. I let it slide, go through my shit. I woke up 5 o'clock in the morning, got bed, opened the door, shit in the living room, 5 o'clock in the morning, going through my phone. I just look at her. And I don't go get my phone, I just walk right back in the room. I don't even try to run at it or nothing. If this is what you need, I'm gonna let you do that, because you're gonna see ain't no man just gonna walk back in the room and maybe this will get you over your hurdle. But then one day, I got really, really sick. I got so sick I took the kids back. I came back in my car, and I got out my car, and she talking to me on the phone the whole time. She was like, maybe you should just lay down and take a rest. I'm like, oh wow, she ain't accusing me of nothing. I'm like, thank you. Get out the phone, like I'm finna go to sleep. I go up the stairs, I get a text message, cause you trying to sneak some bitch over. And when I read that text message, I knew I have to break up with her, because the damage is too far done. This is her. This is how she will always be. Excuse my long little story, but it just, when I'm about to make the videos on the stuff I see, I relate it to real life, and I feel sorry for Monica in the same way I felt sorry for the girl I had to break up with, but I had to get the fuck out of Dodge. And I feel very sorry for Monica because she had all of these bad guys. And then she thinks she get this good guy in Joey, and Joey just becomes another story of really bad guys in her life. The most egregious thing that tells me everything about Joey's brain and how it works is the fact that he lied on his dick. I know y'all thinking lying on your dick is when you say you had sex with somebody you didn't. But like, if you say a woman is into you and trying to talk to you, and that never occurred, you just totally made some shit up. To me, that's the same as mentally lying on your dick. There's something deranged and wrong with a motherfucker that's deeper to want to use this, because it can only be used for a manipulation tactic. You want to do manipulation tactics when you're trying to marry somebody, something is wrong with you. She got another horrible person, and this time she got a horrible person that was so bad, she got to watch in real time that he wasn't just some guy that tricked her. He was a guy that tricked millions of people around the world who all thought Joey was this funny, great guy. The graduation level of manipulation in the guy she choosing. So the problem I have here is that during the reunion show, after Nick asked Joey this question, I can't remember the exact words, but Joey said something or Nick said something in reference to her, maybe her sister was right. The little look that Monica gave, I felt so sad for her. Monica gave a look like my sister was right the entire time. And that's why I feel sorry for Monica. The girl I dated finally got the good guy that she wanted, and she fucked it up because of the consistency of what happened in her past. Monica, I saw, has given in to the idea that I should listen to my sister. My sister is always right. And it's gonna mask her from understanding that your sister don't like no guys. Your sister is not going to know these guys like you know these guys. She's only gonna know when they come to visit, which often doesn't give you enough information that this one human being can understand everything. Your sister is gonna revel in what took place in front of the entire world and is gonna be stronger at going in your business. And then one day, Monica is going to find that right guy, that good guy, that guy that fits her perfectly. And my fear is when this guy comes along, her sister is still not going to approve, and she's going to remember when she went against her sister for what happened with Joey, and then Monica is going to lose out on a good guy. Because no one is God. No one has the right fucking answer every single time. But I can understand how she could believe it with what just took place and what just happened to Monica. And for that, I feel very sorry for her to break free of the chains of the sister that should not be there in the first place. I feel really, really bad for Monica. As far as Joey goes, I think at the level he manipulated the world and manipulated Monica, he deserved the cringeness of he was so red that he thoroughly got embarrassed by this ridiculous story of lying on his dick. And I had him at number 3. I now have Joey at number 1 as being the person that totally destroyed his reputation. I had the girl in season 3 and her husband, the dude boy. I had them at number 1 for destroying their reputation because the whole world turned on them when they went against Cole. I'm gonna move Joey to number 1. Totally destroyed everything all at the reunion. But I truly, I ain't even reviewing the show at this time. I hate to see bad people win. And for Monica having all these bad guys, I want to see good people win. So, I hope Monica doesn't let her sister destroy her relationships in the future. That's all.